request everyone to participate and avail the benefits. After the launch of SMA, this first event has created a benchmark with almost 100 registrations. On behalf of SMA, I welcome Vaman Kumar ji and Professor Vishwanadham garu and thank them for agreeing to be part of this event as faculty team. I also, on behalf of SMA Board 12, welcome SMA National Vice Chairman Kamal Bhai, our Zone President, Zone 12, JC Ramesh Dadigala, and all the participants of SMA Zone 12, wishing all the participants a happy learning. Once again, welcoming you all.
Please carry on.
I think उनका नेटवर्क चला गया ऐसा कुछ है सर.
ऐसा.
Yeah.
Next. He's not in the meeting also.
Yeah, not in the meetings.
I
think Gampa ji can take over.
Yeah, sir. I think as per the agenda, the floor to be handed over to the moderator, Gampa Nageswar, sir.
Yes, boss.
Here, floor is handed over to Gampa.
Thank you very much. And Manoj, introduction.
Yeah. Sir, first introduction of Vamanji. GVN Raju sir,
yes, sir, I'm ready. Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
So we request GVN Raju sir to please introduce our first speaker, the trainer, PNP Vaman Kumar ji.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. And I'm so privileged to introduce Vamanji because I love a person. And apart from that, we love all his wonderful gestures every time. And an outstanding award, which is owned by Vamanji at the JCI World Award, that is the most outstanding national president award in 2003. And he is a postgraduate in economics and also in English literature with a law degree. And at present, he is a practicing lawyer in High Court of Kerala. And when we talk about mythology, Vaman means very short. But here, our Vamanji is as tall as his image. And everyone in the country, JCI India, respects Vamanji. And he's a synonym for public speaking or good oratory skills. And apart from that, he has conducted various training programs, about 4,000 training programs for the last 30 years, nearly 3 decades. It's a phenomenal, and it's normally not a joke to conduct like this. It requires a lot of dedication for the work and also for the JCs. And a qualified Excel graduate excels in every aspect: leadership, management, training, and humanity, good friendship, everything. And founder president of Fraternity of Professional Trainers and Mentors, an organization of professional trainers for skill enhancement. And we have seen recently one of the biggest, largest, and heaviest and training programs, especially made everyone in the world has made astonished because of wonderful program that is Iconic Trainers. So we have a great privilege. I have a great privilege of introducing such a gigantic personality of Indian JCs. And JC Vamanji is married to Mrs. Beena and blessed with 2 daughters, Dr. Ashna, and living in Belfast, and Joshna, where he works for the government of Kerala. So I have the privilege of introducing Vamanji to everyone who are present here. Thank you.
Over to you, Gampa Bhai, for starting the thing.
Yeah. Over to Vaman, sir.
Oh, straight away. Yeah. Okay. Most respected SMA chairman. SMA chairman can never be out of connectivity when I am on the floor. So he came back because he was my president when I was national president. So Vinay Bhai, my most beloved member of the skill development committee, a person who was my teammate and in the or encourage in making what skill development committee or the iconic trainers contest that GVN just spoke to you. For the national vice chairman of SMA, one of the best friends in my personal life, Kamal Bhai from Raichur, my big brother. Gampa, my colleague, zone president, I told he's the culprit for bringing me over here because when he says, Vaman, you must come, I cannot say no to him because he was outstanding zone president. And not only that, among the 24 zone presidents, me and Gampa had some sort of a close affinity that year. Always we love to share that. And Gampa is really, when the iconic trainers contest was happening at the last moment, I requested Gampa, you have to be a judge for that. We know he's maybe perhaps the busiest of all of us, but Gampa, yes, readily agreed and he served as a judge also. So my great friend, my colleague, zone president of 1999, one of the most popular trainers in the social media that JC India ever produced. He was just telling that he reached 14 lakhs followership in subscribers in his YouTube channel. What a great achievement, Gampa. Congratulations to you and my dear friend Gampa, Nageswar, Manoj, all other, my zone, SMA chairman of my home zone, zone 19, JC Abdul Nasser PM, and my dear friends. Yes, I was just chatting with the Kamal Bhai today morning that whenever I get some invitation for online training, very politely I say no, because people are also fed up with these types of online training. But to certain relationship and certain zone, I cannot say no. And as you know, ZONE12 has always been very close to my heart. And I have lots of friends who love me very much and who are very close to me in ZONE12. Very honestly and candidly, I'm telling, if you ask me which zone in JC India you have, largest number of closest and intimate friends, it is not any zone in Kerala, that is ZONE12. That is my closeness with the ZONE12. So I'm happy that today I'm here. Thank you, GVN. I told Gampa and Vinay sent me a message yesterday for my introduction profile. I told nothing doing. Let us do away with these types of rituals. Why? Because everybody knows in ZONE12, but I don't know, somehow GVN was given the job and GVN knows me very well. I love him very much. He is only one iconic trainer from ZONE12. That is, again, another great achievement of GVN. GVN, thank you for managing that show. But again, I tell you, this is my humble appeal, at least in SMA Chairman Vinay, when somebody from outside, so Vishwanadham sir is coming, I think he may be an outsider to us. When outside guests are coming, please give a detailed introduction. When people from our own JC families, let us don't actually take time for introduction. That is my personal feeling. Okay, let me straight away go to my presentation. The time given is half an hour. And Gampa, as the moderator, can very well tell me if I am exceeding the time. You can very well give me a signal to stop. Okay, let me have the privilege of sharing my screen. Yes, I will have a very small presentation and go ahead with a few slides. Okay, so once again, when Gampa asked me, Vaman, what topic, Gampa is one person who very lovably called me Vaman. Only few persons in India are having that habit. So he always calls, I call him Gampa also. We don't have any adjectives and titles to be added with our prefix or suffixes to be added with our names because we are brothers. So Gampa asked me, Vaman, what is your topic? And suddenly I told, okay, I will just talk about a small topic called Grow to Glow. Friends, in January 2004, Kenyan radio, the radio of Kenya, the country called Kenya, Kenyan radio made an announcement. The announcement was that the government of Kenya decided to give free primary education to every child in the country. So parents who are having children, above the age of 5 can take their children to the nearest government schools so that they can be enrolled in the schools and they will be given free primary education. There were long queues in front of the government schools. There is a small village called Endure near to the capital city of Kenya. And, in that village, as I told you, there was also a long queue. And in the queue, the last person was an old man, evidently 80 plus. When all the admissions were done, the headmaster of the school saw this old man standing, and the headmaster thought that this gentleman must have come to take admission for his grandchild or great-grandchild. He asked him, where is the child? Then, to the total surprise of the headmaster and the teaching staff of the school, the old man said, I am the child. I am the student. What? Yes, I am the student. What is your age? I am 84. Hey, what is this? This is admissions are given only for children above 5. And we cannot admit a man of 84 years of age to the school in the first standard. Sorry, why do you want to study at this age? The man told, I participate in the freedom struggle of my country. The white police arrested me and my wife. They took both of us and they killed my wife. And I was going through tremendous torture and, punishments, penalties, and all the mishandling of these white policemen. And now, since we got the freedom, I want to write for the benefit of the future generation, the great struggle our country had to get the freedom. And I want to write about the culture of this country. So I want to learn how to read and write. But they were not ready to admit him in the school. They said, sorry, you may go back. And on the day of the class was supposed to begin, this gentleman once again came back. And he was standing at the gate of the school. The teacher who was supposed to be the class teacher of the first standard felt some sort of, empathy or pity to that man. And she went and told, hey, why did you come? He told, I want admission. Then the teacher told, how can you come without uniform? Without uniform, nobody will be permitted inside. That gentleman left, that old man left. And after 2 days, he came back with the uniform. In uniform, he went back. And just like a small boy, he was in uniform. And the teacher went to the headmaster and told, see, how can we stop such a person? Let us ask the education department. And they took special permission, and this old man, 84 years old man, was given admission to the first standard. He requested the class teacher to allow him position somewhere in the front because one of his eardrums were broken by the white police so that one of his ears he couldn't hear. So he told, I have some hearing difficulties, so please allow me to sit in front. All other small children were scared and they were in panic. They were not ready to go to this old man. But slowly, the old man started telling stories to the young kid. All the teachers also started listening to him, and he became the pet of everybody. He became the most popular student. The grandfather student became the most popular student of the campus. And believe me, on January 14th, 2004, he got admission into first standard, and he became a first standard student at the age of 84. Then next year in 2005, this gentleman got elected or selected as the head boy. When he was studying in second standard, he was the head boy of the class. Then there came an invitation from the United Nations in September 2005. This gentleman was invited with a companion to fly to New York. The first time he was flying in a flight, traveling by flight in his life. And United Nations invited him to speak in its General Assembly the importance of primary education, the importance and value of primary education. So this old man, 85-year-old man, flew to New York and he addressed the United Nations and came back. And in 2009, he passed away. In 2015, Google released a doodle in his honor in the homepage of Google in the country called Kenya. My dear SMA friends, I'm talking about a gentleman who is holding the Guinness Book of World Record. And the name of this person is Kimani Maruge. You can just see the picture of this man sitting with the toddlers or the first standard students. So why? I just wanted to start my small, the small presentation by referring to this great man, a man who really wanted to learn how to read and write at the age of 85. So that is what actually everybody speaks, and it has become a very old, a saying that age is just a number. So senior member association is evidently for those JCA members who have completed 40 years and who had a long innings in this organization. Believe me, in this age also, we can perform something miraculously well. We can contribute something very well to JCI as well as to the society and to the next generation. In 1993, Dr. Deepak Chopra, an MD, an Indian who settled in America, he came out with a new idea or a new concept that aging is not a problem, it can be stopped. And he was interviewed by, Oprah Winfrey. A person, Oprah interviewing a person is not an easy thing. That is a great honor in life. Oprah Winfrey interviewed Dr. Deepak Chopra, MD, and he told that, see, everything can be, the genealogy, everything can be reversed. Our eyesight can be improved. Our hearing capability can be improved. And it is possible for us to, people die not because of old age, but because of diseases. People die not because of old age, but because of diseases. So it is possible. And he says that at 70, you can start your youthful days. At 70, truly at 70, you can start your youthful days. I think, maybe a very few of us reached 70. Majority of us are through 50 to 60 age group, and we are yet to start our young days. Understand, we are yet to start our young days. So the world is moving in that line. So let us also think that, yes, we are senior by just the number of the years we lived, and we can definitely perform, or we can definitely enrich ourselves in a better way. Right. And what is stopping us? What is stopping us? This statement is actually very, very meaningful statement, I believe, by Jordan Belfort. He says that the only thing standing between you and your goal is the bullshit story you keep on telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. There is only one thing that is stopping between a man or a woman and his or her goals. And what is that one thing that stops, or what one thing that stands between you or me and our goals? The bullshit stories we keep on telling why we could not achieve that. We find so many excuses. Kimani Marge could have found such excuses, but he was not ready to go behind excuses. Many senior people in and around our country, we can find a lot of local examples you can find. Yes, they never go behind excuses. They never look for bullshit stories to tell and convince people why their dreams are not being achieved, why their goals are not being achieved, why their aspirations and the dreams are not being fulfilled. That's all actually the excuses what we are finding. So as an organization, SMA members, you and me, let us never run behind bullshit stories to tell why we are not capable to achieve our dreams, and let us work and make our dreams come true, whatever age we are or whatever age we live in. Right. There is a great author called Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl wrote a world-renowned book, Man's Search for Meaning. E-copy is available. A very small book also. A book has been translated into 17 languages, one of the most popular international bestsellers. So Viktor Frankl was an Australian psychiatrist and counselor. So he had to spend 3 years in Nazi regime or the concentration camp, and miraculously saved when the Second World War got over. And his book, Man's Search for Meaning, is about his experiences in that Nazi camp, Hitler's concentration camp. And he, to the patients who went to him, a lot of patients go to him, a lot of patients always go to his place, and he will be actually asking them so many questions. And one question he used to ask to the patients is, why do you not commit suicide? Because most of his patients used to go with a lot of problems. They have bundle of issues, they have bundle of grievances, they have bundle of problems, issues, hurt feelings, burnout feelings, sorrowful incidents, unsuccessful stories, betrayal by others, cheating by others, lack of caring by children, And so many issues the patients used to share with Viktor Frankl. And Viktor Frankl always asked a question, then why are you not committing suicide? With all these problems, you are still alive. Why don't you commit suicide? And what are the answers he used to get? He used to get some answers. Number one, love for one's children. I don't want to commit suicide because I love my children. If you look Kamalbai's profile picture, you can find he hugging the two grandchildren. What a cute picture and what cute children they are. So we don't want to commit suicide in spite of whatever problems we have, because we love our children and our grandchildren. One reason people used to tell to Viktor Frankl. Second reason, a talent to be used. That is very important. Sunil Bhai wrote a book, Where is My Couch? He is a mentor to me, no doubt, and to all of us, I believe. Such a legendary trainer. So we were all waiting why Sunil Bhai's book is not coming out. During the last Nalanda, myself, Kamal Bhai, and we were all actually telling him, sir, 2021, your book must come. We were repeatedly telling our guru, our great mentor, and it came out. So Sunil Bhai now brought out his extraordinary talent of writing something. Okay, so we all live because we want a talent to be used. We have a lot of talents. There is, my dear friends, SMA friends, there is no meaning to go to the graveyard with a lot of music still in. Why do we go to the graveyard with a lot of music inside? So we want to use our talents. So that is one reason people do not commit suicide, as the answer given to Viktor Frankl. And the third one, lingering memories worth preserving. I want to preserve memories. Yeah, still I remember, my first trip to ZONE12 earlier as national president with my zone president, Srinivas Salike, in order to attend a joint chapter installation. Yeah, Pradeep Bhai and Umesh Bhai were the main people who were organizing. My executive vice president, whom I very lovably called my Black Pearl, Nageswar was also there. So it was actually, I still remember that beautiful crowded, jam-packed hall and the great function of the 4 chapters joint installation. There are so many memories we want to preserve. So why are we not coming to suicide? Because we want to linger, we want to maintain, we want to live with, we want to continue, we want to enjoy, we want to extend those lingering memories or that great memories which are worth preserving. These are the main 3 reasons people used to tell to Viktor Frankl. And what else? You can add on, GVN can add on, Kamal Bhai can add on, Vinay can add on, myself can add on. We can add on to this. Why do we not commit suicide? Okay, that means the sentence by Nish, you might have heard about Nish. Nish is a world-renowned psychologist and psychiatrist. A beautiful quotation by Nish I want SMA members to carry home. He who has a why to live can bear with almost anyhow. He who has a why to live. If you and me have a why to live, if we know the answer, why do I live? Why do I want to be an SMA member? Why do I want to be active at this age? Why do we want to be a part of JCI alumni? Come on. A person who has an answer to why can bear with it almost anyhow. How is not a problem to that gentleman or lady. That guy will bear with anyhow. No, the way is not at all, serious to him. The way is not at all an issue to him. The question why is more important. So every SMA member asked the question why this organization was floated and why. So that question why will always help us to find the answer how. So let us find the why and how of SMA. Let us find the why and how of old age, if you think like that. And that is what actually we have to do. Todd Henry, one of the best books recently published in the world is Die Empty. I strongly recommend you to read that book, Die Empty. Okay, you might have heard that, a person, Todd Henry, was attending a seminar. The person who was speaking in the seminar asked the question, which is the richest place in the world? It's a very old one. Which is the richest place in the world? Somebody told the oil-rich Arabian countries. Somebody told the mineral-rich or the gold-rich African nations. Such answers came. But the speaker told the audience, no, the wealthiest or the richest place in the world is not these oil-rich Arabian countries. It is not these, gold-rich African countries, but the richest or the wealthiest place in the world is, he told, the cemetery. Cemetery is a place where great ideas are buried. Cemetery is a place where great concepts are buried. Cemetery is a place where, wonderful, great ideas are buried. That means the cemetery or the graveyard is the richest place in the world. Many people go to graveyard with great ideas inside, great dreams inside, great visions inside, great aspirations inside, great wishes inside. Come on, if you have an idea, perform it, my dear friends. If you have knowledge, give it out. What are we keeping the knowledge for? If you have knowledge, give it out. If you have a goal, achieve it. Love, share, and distribute. Do not keep it inside. Love, share, and distribute whatever you have. SME is a platform for you to love. SME is a platform for you to share. And SME is a platform for you to distribute. Do not keep our ideas and knowledge and such experiences inside. So that when you go to the graveyard, you go empty-handed. I have nothing to carry because I came empty-handed to this world. I'm going back empty-handed. So all my ideas are fulfilled. All my goals are achieved. All my knowledge is shared with others. So let us die empty, as like Tony Henry said. One of the quotes I loved the most, by this great founder of, Apple, being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. I don't want to be claimed myself as the richest man when I go to the cemetery. Going to bed at night, saying we have done something wonderful, that is what matters to me. Every day night when I go to bed, I must be capable to tell myself that I have done something wonderful during the day. Come on, ask this question today. Vinay should ask this question. Kamalbhai should ask the question. My dear friend Gampa should ask the question. Jivian should ask the question. Every one of us must ask the question tonight. Have I done something wonderful on this day? We just asked 30th of January 2022. What wonderful thing have I done or could I do this day? So if you find an answer that yes, I have done something wonderful. Yes, today I have done something amazing. Okay, maybe a small thing, a very, very chota thing, whatever it is, then that is more important than going to the graveyard, claiming you yourself as the richest man in the world. Okay, sometimes people do not remember. That is where Warren Buffett said, who is the richest man in the world? Somebody asked to Warren Buffett, come on, who is the richest man in the world? He told, I don't know who. But one thing I know, for the last 40 years, I am one among the five. He told, for the last 40 years, I am one among the best five. That I know. I don't know who is the richest. So it is actually what richness must be there in utilizing your spend time and doing something wonderful. Right. I just want to show you this picture. Oh no, I know you all know this guy. Why should I tell you? 1951 to 1990, this gentleman was the Prime Minister of Singapore. Yeah, I'm talking about Lee Kuan Yew, the founder of modern Singapore. Ever since Britishers left Singapore in 1971 also, he made what Singapore today is. He introduced meritocratic administration and civil service. In his old age also, he is holding a world record. 56 years, a person continuously had a ministerial position in his country. 56 long years. Understand? So you will be sir, 39 years the Prime Minister of a country. He introduced the population policy of Singapore. He invited the multinational giants to Singapore like HP and such companies. He made English, even though Chinese is the most commonly spoken language, he made English as the national language of Singapore. He made Singapore the tourist hub. He made Singapore the trade hub of the world. And he made Singapore a paradise on earth. Even in his old days, this man made it possible. So this is what actually, age is just a number, as again I tell you. So at any age, if you have a vision, just like this Lee Kuan Yew, you can make things possible. Now, who is this guy? Another great example of great leadership, even in old age, you can say, or even the age of 60 plus age. He is Raman Magsaysay. Raman Magsaysay, who was he? From 1952 to 1957, he was the Prime Minister of Philippines. And the 5 years when he was the Prime Minister of Philippines is called as the golden period of Philippines. He was not a politician. He was an army officer. He was not a Senate member. He straight away came and contested in the election and got elected as the Prime Minister of this country, Philippines. And he had a complaint redressal cell. 30,000 complaints every day. The Prime Minister's office heard and solved out. Imagine 30,000 complaints a day. His office was open to everybody. Anybody can walk. So that is why Magsaysay award was introduced. It has been installed. Many Indians also got that. Okay, including Abdul Kalam. Okay, my dear friends, I tell you, these two are epitomes of the best examples of people who can change the history of a country, the destiny of a country, even at an old age, if you have a clear vision. So, what are the 5 things, 5 Ds? I'm coming to the final part of my discussion. What are the 5 Ds you have to grow and glow? Very simple. If you want to grow and glow at any age, as like you want to start your young days at 70, you want to be naughty once again, Kamal bhai, you want to go back to campus once again, you want to have a campus romance once again, okay, at 70 it is possible. So we just have to do 5 Ds in life. First one, develop passion. Nothing new I am talking, very old thing I am talking. So it is passion. Wherever you do, whatever you do, it is passion only. Any age you can. Rajamouli is a person, RRR, a new movie. We are all waiting for that. Rajamouli is India's the best producer. And how? He takes the stories from the mythology of our country. He takes stories from the epics and Puranas of our country. And he creates movies which are internationally best or the box office huge hits in India. What drives Rajamouli? I believe it is passion. No doubt, give something new in the world of movies. So this is the passion. So even if you are 50 plus, 40 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, I just tell you, if you have something, yes, develop that passion for that. If you have a dream in your mind to become, or if you want to learn a new skill, say for example, if you want to learn something like playing a musical instrument, have the passion. Yes, you can. Your fingers will definitely come to you, no doubt. Don't think that you have rheumatic pain. Your fingers will never come to play a keyboard at this age, or a tabla or a mridangam at this age. No. Continue, you challenge it, it can definitely be possible. So develop your passion in that way. Now, develop focus. So there is a story of a dog. A dog used to chase a bank manager's car every day for 1 kilometer. The bank manager drives his car through a village, and a dog from a house will come barking, and the dog will chase the car for 1 kilometer. After 1 kilometer, knowing very well that I cannot overtake this car in running, the dog will come back quietly. Every day, the dog repeated the same thing, except Sunday, all the 6 days in the week. One day, the manager met the dog owner, and the manager asked the dog owner, my dear friend, it surprises me why your dog is chasing my car, even though your dog could not even defeat overtake my car at least one day. Not even one day your dog could overtake my car. Why your dog is running behind my car? Then the man told, the owner of the dog told, sir, it is not surprising me. That is not surprising me. What surprises me is another thing. The manager asked, what is that? Suppose my dog succeeds in overtaking your car. What will my dog do? After that, what will my dog do? Can my dog replace you and drive the car back home? That is what surprising me. People, even at any age, they will be wasting their effort and energy without focus. We are running every day. We are running behind something. Are we focused? So you focus. Sunil Bhai had a focus to write his book, and he came out with the book. We are all actually spreading our energy to so many things, and we are not focusing. That is the main issue, my dear friends. Third one, dare to risk. In 2002, Yahoo was given an option to buy. You just remember Google. Yahoo was given an option to buy Google in 2002. Yahoo turned down the offer. Had Yahoo purchased and bought Google today, we may be using the word Yahooing instead of Googling. The whole word also changed. The word could have been Yahooing instead of Googling. In 2004, Yahoo got a chance to buy Facebook. But Yahoo offered some good amount. After that, Yahoo went down from the amount they offered, and Zuckerberg was not ready. You just imagine where is Google today. You just imagine where is Facebook today, and where is Yahoo now. Yahoo was the leader in online advertisement those days. But Yahoo underestimated the possibility of search, underestimated the value of search. So Yahoo was not ready to take the risk. So if you are not ready to take the risk at any age, risk is actually doing something where there is a possibility of failure. You propose a girl and the girl says no, that is a risk. Yeah, why not? You start a business and the business fails, that's a risk. So everything in life is a risk. So dare to take the risk, my dear friends. That is one way for you to grow and glow. Do deep work. You know, everybody, you just take an example of anybody, you know, even Bill Gates or such great achievers. 1 week in a month, we don't know where are they. They are totally switching off their mobile phones. They are totally disconnected from social media. Only their private secretary and their spouses may be knowing. I don't know, Bill Gates may not inform the spouse also sometimes. So maybe informing that where I'm now. So people that, doing deep work is, we are all doing shallow work. Now, I'm not telling generally, many people are doing shallow work. That means we work, but we are not doing deep work. Deep work means doing our job in an uninterrupted atmosphere. Doing a work in an uninterrupted atmosphere. Nobody should be there. No email, no WhatsApp, no Twitter, no Facebook, no visitor, no children, no spouse, no secretary, nothing. If you can, start developing the habit of doing deep work at least 2 hours a day, whatever you are actually behind, whatever you are behind, what is your major goal and dream in life, please develop that habit of doing deep work behind the deep work. So go behind that deep work and deal with the setbacks. Yoginder Singh Yadav is the youngest Paramveer Chakra awardee in the history of India. Do you know at what age he got that Paramveer Chakra? When he was 19. In which war? Kargil War, 1999. He was a member in the bomber squad. Tiger Hills was captured in Pakistan. He and 4 members, 555 batch, they climbed the Tiger Hills and the Pakistani shot. The other 4 died and he didn't die. 21 bullets pierced his body. The Pakistani soldiers came, again started firing because they wanted to make sure they died. What happened, Yoginder Singh? He had a wallet in his chest pocket and there were some 5 rupees coins in the wallet. All the bullets fell on the 5 rupees coins and the 5 rupees coins acted and served as bulletproof. He didn't die. When the commander of the Pakistan army and the 4 soldiers were going back, thinking that all these 5 are dead, he had a bomb in his pocket. He took the bomb and threw to the commander. The body of the commander was cut into 2 pieces. Head one way, body another way. Body came near to him. Suddenly he snatched the revolver from the uniform of the Pakistan commander, shot the other 4 and killed them, climbed down 1,000 feet with 21 bullets on his body, informed the Indian soldiers, now you can go, I finished everybody, and he was taken to hospital. My dear friends, this is what actually dealing with the setback. So whatever difficulty we face in our life, if we have the capability to deal with the setbacks, yes, it is possible for us to grow and glow. So I just want you to carry these 5 points at least. That is, develop your passion at any age, be passionate about something, develop focus in your passion, don't allow your focus to move out of your passion, dare to risk, do deep work and deal with the setbacks. Growing old, this is a statement I repeatedly used to tell. Growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. Growing old is mandatory. Everyone, Manoj, don't think you will never grow old. You are one day older than what you are today, tomorrow. So growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. Add life to your years. It is not just adding years to your life. No, we want adding life to our years and grow to glow. Let me finish with a small story. One day, a gentleman named Vishwanadham started a journey. He was walking through a forest. It was a deep jungle and he had some water and food with him. There was no road, no transportation. And in the middle of the forest, he lost his way. He was taken to somewhere and he had no idea how to go out of that forest. Entire stock of water over, food over. He was feeling thirsty to the core and he felt he will die without drinking water. What to do? And deep forest also, no way, no route to be found. Suddenly he saw a small hut in the distance. He was very, very, tired to the extreme. He went to the hut and he felt he will get some water to drink. He opened the hut. No one was inside. It was a deserted hut. And suddenly he saw a borewell with a hand pump. A borewell. Oh God, there is a borewell. He went and he started, using that, pushing that pump. Unfortunately, whatever best he could do, no water came out. After 5 minutes of that exhaustive hard work, he fell down, fainted, because he was feeling so tired. Water was not coming and he fell down. And when he fell down on the floor, suddenly he saw on the roof of that small house, he saw a bottle full of water. He saw a bottle full of water. He jumped up. He took the bottle. It was full of water and there was a small chit, a small paper. And what is written in the paper? Pour this water into the pump, then you will get water. And this man, Vishwanath, was totally in a confusion. I want to drink water. This is only one bottle of water. If I pour the water into the pump and if the water is not coming out of the pump, then I cannot even drink one sip. What to do? Should I believe this letter or should I drink the water and go? It was a big confusion, right? Friends, in life, we also face these types of dilemmas, these types of crossroads. But finally, Vishwanath, let me try whatever it is. He wanted to take the risk. He poured the one bottle water into the pump and started pumping it. Oh God, lot of water, fresh water, heavy, mighty gush of fresh water started coming out. And he drank enough water. He filled the bottles. And when he looked on the floor of that, on the wall of the small hut, there was a map. In the map, the route to go out of the forest was also mentioned, shown. And he took the map. He understood the route clearly. Carrying the bottle, he walked out. After walking 200 meters, he stopped. Vishwanath went back to the hut again. He took that he filled that one bottle of water and he kept the one bottle of water and the small chit on the roof itself. He took that chit and from taking the pen out of his pocket, he wrote one sentence down the chit. This is really working. You can trust this. It is really working. I tested it and my name is Vishwanath. He wrote like that in the paper and he kept the paper and moved out. My dear friends, many of us had great experiences. Some people live, oh, at the age of 75, what a great personality he is. At the age of 80, what are the achievements he is making? Oh, at the age of 60, this guy is really glowing his life. Many of us want to be spectators. Many of us want to be the members in the world of admirers, as like Sunil Bhai told. Many of us, most of us do not want to be in the world of admired. We want to be in the world of admirers. So rather than watching other people grow and glow in their later days, why can't we also do that? Why can't we also grow and glow? Please pass it on to the next generation. That is what Vishwanath did. Whatever benefit and the boon and the wish and the blessing he got in his life, he passed it to the next generation by writing that sentence. You can trust this will work. So whatever benefit you and me got from JCI, why can't we pass it to the next generation? Is it not actually the duty of the older generation too? So I believe at any age, we can definitely grow and glow by helping others to grow and glow. That must be the basic philosophy. That must be the basic principle of all of you, all of us, the SMA members. I thank once again, Vinay. I thank Gampa. I thank all the members of SMA members of ZONE12 for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share a few of my thoughts and grow and glow. Try to remember that 5 things and always try to add life to your years, just not add years to your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vaman sir. Thank you very much. Wonderful session. So, friends, any questions? Please raise hand. I would like to give opportunity only for three members. First come first. If you raise hand, you will get opportunity to ask question. Wonderful. Jayalakshmi Garu. Yeah. I'm unmuting you. Please go ahead with your question.
Vaman sir, that was amazing. Actually, it's a take back home principle, all the 5 Ds. My question is, where do you think that the passion lies in a person? Where is that passion word? Where is that comes? Like, what does it ignite a person to have that passion?
There are many things, Jayalakshmi. People chase passions for self-actualization. Some people do not want any recognitions to come to them. Some people do not want any accolades to come to them. Some people do not want titles to come to them. Some people simply follow their passion because of their self-actualization. Because I want to become a singer. I want to learn classical music at the age of 70. Why? Because I want to learned that for my own self-fulfillment. So if you have that feeling of self-fulfillment, and if you have actually a feeling that, yes, so basically it is your vision. I always believe that always we use that burning or urge or desire, something what we say. That burning urge or desire, at least for making yourself satisfied or happy, or I think self-actualization is the best factor that it triggers passion more than any worldly, wealthy rewards, recognitions, and accolades we get. That is what I feel. So look into your self-actualization dream, and you will automatically find that passion inside.
So nice of you. Now, Bharadwaja. Over to you, Bharadwaj.
Thank you, Gampa sir. Once again, good afternoon. Good morning, everybody. Dear Guruji, Vaman sir, one question. In 5 Ds, you have mentioned dare to risk. How can we get motivated to take the risks? Please explain.
If you calculate, always we say take calculated risk, right? You going and catching something that is a fire is not a risk, it is foolishness. We have to have the prudence and wisdom to know that my fingers will burn. That is not risk. Many people jump into such a faulty risks also. So the risk, actually, you just calculate what are you going to achieve and what are the difficulties you are going to face. If you think your achievements will always glow, and if you think your achievements will always be outweighing the difficulties you have to face to take the risk, then go with the risk. If you think what you are going to achieve by taking these all difficulties and risking many things, still you think that your achievements are not worth, don't go for the risk. Risk can be taken only by a trade-off between the difficulties or the difficulties you have to suffer and the benefits you have to get. If you think the benefits are always better than the difficulties, go with the risk.
Thank you very much, and very happy on behalf of Zone12 SMA. Would like to thank you for your wonderful. We are starting the classes. We are starting the activities with you. We have started. So nice of you. Now we are moving to the next speaker, and may I request Jeevan Raj Garu, please introduce Professor Vishwanadham sir. Jeevan Raj sir.
Yes, sir.
Please get.
Friends, we have a greatest personality and a very elderly person, Shri Vishwanadham Garu. As Vamanji has been talking about the passion at the age of 81 is untiring. And he is retired from his service, but is not retired from his passion.
Yeah.
The passion to build good youth, the passion to give wonderful youth to the society. This is what Professor Vishwanadham ji has done. And as per the norms of the state government, and he is retired, but as per the mental state of his, and he has not retired, and he is always with youth, and everyone, especially in Hyderabad, they have experienced the wonderful lectures by Vishwanadham ji. And he is inspired by Swami Vivekananda and Sri Satya Sai. And I'm sure with these two inspirations, you could understand the state of mind and the state of enthusiasm and how they would dedicate themselves to the nation. And friends, and he is retired from Osmania University, and he was a director with the AP Open University as a director of student services. And he was also an academic director with the Shivashivani Institute of Management. And presently, he is a guest faculty for a very renowned institution and voluntary organization. You know that we all love, that Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. And he's closely associated with Gampa ji and also with the impact. And he has created a lot of extraordinary impact on all the trainers as well as with the students. And many students, they vote to him, they bow to him. We also bow to him for his age and experience and knowledge. Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you, Jeevan Raj, for wonderful introduction. Sir, Vishwanadham sir, now I would like to ask you a question first. Then you can carry on with your presentation. Sir, how much wealth you acquire? And yeah, number one. Number two, how you are taking care of everything at this age. And at this age means, I don't know, you are not 80, 81. I would like to reverse as 18 only. Okay. And what's happening? And I would like to request you to please narrate your story, little bit of your history, little bit of your autobiography, and also guidance to all of us. We are almost here. We are above 40, 45, 50, 55, someone like me 60, like that we are here, sir. Please, over to you, sir. Vishwanadham, sir.
Thank you, my dear good friend Gampa Nageswar, all the members of JCI, particularly the SMA, that is senior management, senior members, and then let me admit it in the beginning itself that it was such a pleasure listening to the opening batsman of the series, as Gampa has called it, Mr. Vaman
Kumar. Yes.
Vaman Kumar. It was a pleasure. I felt maybe I can remain silent, take some other opportunity to talk to you people and listen to him continuously. But he, very meticulously planned his activity for 30, 35 minutes as was told to him and so on. Now, coming back to Gampa's questions. When we come into this world, we are given the equipment, the hardware, the eyes, the hands, the nose, the mouth, and so on and so on. But what is the software that was put into when we came into this world? We acquired it over a period of time. Maybe at the beginning, very beginning, we were a little bit slow. But as we grew, we acquired lots and lots of information with greater and greater speed, analysis, integration, observation, experimentation, conclusions, and then forming opinions and so on. So you are not just the body, but something else. The moment we understand that there is something else which is learning, which is directing, which is probably distracting, and so on, you will have a higher level of maturity available to you. That higher level of maturity will be the really inspiring part of your life. Otherwise, you are like any other animate item in the world. With 84 lakhs of species on this planet Earth, why is it that only the human beings were able to prove their mark beyond doubt compared to the remaining 83,99,999? It is a brilliant, complex, very capable, probably not measurable capacity coupled with the vocal box. Our ability to speak is unique. Ability to think and question and experiment again, unique. Combine these and then you will find the evolution of the human history over thousands and thousands of years has proved beyond doubt that what no other form of creation has achieved, human beings collectively, not just as an individual, collectively could achieve and demonstrate. The moment we introduce a bit of spirituality in our attitude, in our awareness, in what guides us as a guiding force, you are likely to have a broader view that you are having your ego, right? You need it. But then beyond a point, just being egoistic is not going to help you. The traditional school of thought that you must learn to control is the secret of moving forward. Why I am putting it that way is for the simple reason that we must understand as to what are the limiting factors and what are the liberating factors. The same thing is binding. The same thing is relieving. An idea works both ways. The wealth that you have acquired is nothing but excess of income or expenditure. Barring the lucky few, many of us in the initial stages will be earning and our expenses will be growing at a much faster rate than our income. And consequently, we will find a situation where Maybe either we are borrowing or we are consciously fighting to survive or make both ends meet. Why I am putting it that way is a stage will come if you are wise enough to conserve, to limit, not very ambitiously, lavishly become a spendthrift. You are likely to begin saving. And probably marriage is such a turning point where you accept the responsibility of an additional member in your life. And then when you beget children, one or two more souls get added. So that is a point of realization in the life of an individual that he must learn to discipline, learn to control, learn to save, not become a spendthrift. The modern EMI culture that anything I want, I can buy on credit and pay from my future installments or future earnings is creating a very peculiar artificial demand for the products, which the transactional approach or which the consumerism or which the modern commerce is encouraging, and it is luring you into a debt trap. Thanks again to the debit cards, credit cards, loans, EMIs, and all the facilities and so on. So what I am trying to tell you is the wealth is the real wealth inside, not the diamond rings I may be having on my fingers, not the cost of the coterie, that is clothes, etc., and then the cost of the other things that I am using. So wealth is something which is, I would put it as intellectual and spiritual. The good friends that you are destined to acquire, it all depends, I would use the word luck, but sometimes luck favors you and you can think of also searching for luck or creating luck. It all depends on the set of circumstances where you are placed and so on. Now, this wealth which I am referring to is intellectual. As I've said, the basic equipment is already given to you by nature. But what you put into that, how do you process it? How do you assemble it and reassemble it? How do you do the re-engineering that is required? The time you spend with yourself makes the difference. Let me admit it. You can give very big names like meditation, spend 10 minutes with yourself, or meditate twice a day. There are so many forms of meditation and all that. But let me tell you, the time you spend with yourself in silence is the most rewarding part of your day. Why I am putting it this way is, all the experiences in the preceding 24 hours can be filtered and processed through during those 10 minutes of your time at breakneck speed. What will happen? What happened? Were you responsible for it? Why did it happen? Did you encourage that to happen? Or is it that it just happened in spite of your ability or desire to control it? That would give you lessons as to how you have to mold your future from today onwards. What are the things to be avoided? What are the things to be welcomed? What are the things to be accepted? What are the things to be tolerated? And so on. This gives you greater approaches to what can be called as clarity. With clarity comes purity. And with purity, when you persist, you will be able to awaken divinity. The limited nature of all that is visible is finite, transient, not available for you. Not available for you till eternity. They are given as though what is called as trusteeship principle. That means whatever that has been bestowed to you is made available to you temporarily for your use. You have a right to use, but you have no right to misuse or abuse or disuse. The moment we understand this, then the issue comes, what is it I have to do with what has been given, which I cannot take along with me or pass it on directly to my own children as though it is inherited wealth. Thank God I was chosen to be in the teaching profession. God gave me the opportunity. Let me confess, I was selected way back in 1965 as a probationary officer in the State Bank of India. I was tempted to accept. Personal problems, no need to discuss them at this stage. I left that opportunity and I continued my teaching profession. No regrets. But because I was a teacher, I could enjoy the everlasting smiles of evergreen generations for till my retirement. And lucky I am that even after 21 years of my retirement, I go to colleges and institutions, but for the COVID during the past 2 years, and I interact with people, talk to them and tell them what they are missing in their modern, fast, wayward life. Distractions they are experiencing. They are diluting their focus. They are non-serious type. And I have a feeling these are the issues which you, the senior JCs, I appeal to you, must make it a point. Now you are all, as Gampa has said very clearly, you are now in your 50s, 60s, 70s, etc., maybe retired or not tired, I'm sure, and busy with so many things. But I think probably one thing that can be done is make it a point that at least once in a month for 1 hour, you offer your services to any college or any high school, preferably a place where you were born and brought up, if it is possible for you to reach that place, and if it is not very far off from your place of residence. Pay back something to the society. This is what we call as replenishment. It is only when you give back, the pool becomes wider and bigger and deeper and greater. Unless you are creating wealth, you have no right to consume the wealth. I read it somewhere that to have our regular food, the South Indian food where rice and all that, is grown, about 72 people have to contribute a little more or a little less religiously and seriously. And then only we will be able to have our regular food. What does this mean? How indebted we are, not just to the previous generations of people who have protected this, notwithstanding the 2 world wars and all that, but how much we are grateful to the people who are now still working. Maybe they are working in their own selfish interest because they don't want to starve. They are working. They are taking out some living. But the most important point that we must remember is, what is it that you are paying back yourself? Compared to the soldier who is protecting our borders at 30, 35 minus degrees, 30, 35, compared to a little unfriendly agriculture activity throughout the country, whether he is a farmer in Punjab or a farmer in Kerala or Andhra, or Tamil Nadu or Telangana or Maharashtra or whatever that be, how many things that we consume every day? Just count the things that you are having on your body at this moment. How many hundreds of people have to work for you to take care of your comfort? If you are very clear about it, what is your contribution, how much you are doing, how you are doing, how well you are doing are the important points that must draw our attention. For example, when I go to a shop and would like to buy something costly or ordinarily priced, I would love to see that I get value for my money. Similarly, in my case, when students come to the classroom, don't you think you have a duty to give your best to them? The moment you realize that you have to give your best, extend the logic beyond the area of work for you. What I'm trying to tell you is, when you accept something, when you promise something, give your honest best and commit yourself to continuously improve it. If someone has heard me say a month or two ago, and then today he is hearing me, he must find Vishwanadham to be more fluent, more in-depth, more perceiving, more clarity, greater purpose, and greater fulfillment. I can go on with this monologue, but then I'm not very sure as to what particular aspects you want me to stress. Whatever our Gampa has asked as to what is my wealth is my society. My wealth is my trust in God. You may say, sir, your God may be different, your religion may be different. Believe me, my friends, God is one. We may give different labels, we may give different ornaments, or what we call traditionally, it is Saguna, Nirguna, Sakara, Nirakara, attributeless, attribute, form, with form, without form, and all that. So, my dear friends, to many of you who must be very busy with your jobs and businesses and establishments, etc., spare at least 5 minutes to know something about the greatness of your own country. Mera Bharat Mahan. Thousands of years of dedicated, sincere penance and practice of hundreds of people, thousands of people, I should say, has given us the wisdom which is unbeatable. Nobody else, no other culture can have this sort of depth. I'm not saying with any ego or pride. Look at it, observe it, and look at the contributions made in the history. Look at the promise, the potential. Look at the divinity. Barring for the 500 to 600 years of foreign domination on our Indian culture, there may be 1,000 defects in the manner in which things are practiced in India. Try to attack, try to reform, try to change, but don't curse India. India is the only country we have. No other country will welcome you. Even if they were to welcome you, they will first ask you to convert into their religion. At least the freedom that we are enjoying in our country will not be available for you in many other countries, barring America and certain Western-oriented cultures. But believe me, love your country, love your language, love your people, love your society, love humanity, and love the all-pervading, single, unifying spirit of God. Call it by any name, call according to any religion. I have no comment to make. Gampa, over to you. You ask me, I will answer.
Sir, one question, sir. How you are managing the health at this age, 81?
I would put it this way, it is my health that is managing me than my managing the health.
Yes, sir.
You see, the body consists of many systems and subsystems. There are certain things which we have inherited from our parents, which we can't manage. But the manner in which we have lived our life certainly helps you to manage your systems and subsystems. For example, don't quote me out of context. Easy to digest food will not be a strain on the digestive system. For example, you eat masalas. Once in a way, it is all right, but you eat masalas. Or what we call ati sarvatra varjayet. That means extremely hot, extremely cold things, and so on. Or maybe barring those who enjoy non-vegetarian food. I mean, is our system suitable for consumption of such things? Again, don't quote me out of context. Occasionally, nowadays, it is a fashion. People may think of beverages and alcoholic drinks. I can understand. But how about those people who go to hookah and drugs and psychedelic drugs and so on? Is it necessary for a human being to have them? Many people, because they have reached a higher strata of society, They feel that they are entitled to enjoy things which other common men are deprived, and that tempts them to try. This temptation to try makes them become a slave. And you would always feel that I'm strong enough, I'm determined, nothing would affect me, I will definitely try to do something about it, and so on. But believe me, our human minds are not that strong enough. We are not like a Bhishma. Please remember that. And try to, what we call, a little less of everything will really create more of everything. See it in the seed form. Maybe occasionally, if you want to taste something, taste and leave it, but don't stick to it. Every thought is like a seed. It sprouts, becomes a plant, grows into a tree. Each season, it gives you thousands and thousands of buds. They blossom into flowers. They become raw fruit, then ripe fruit, then they become fruit, and then they give you again seeds. Human being also fits in this example. You yourself are born, and you, during your lifetime, if you want, are capable of creating few more. Is it not a responsibility for you? Because life is a relay race. What do I mean by relay race? We have to preserve the best of the past, protect it, and pass it on to the coming generations. Now, if you accept this responsibility, that you have to pass it on the goodness to the coming generations, you will learn to behave in a very responsible manner. And that responsibility, that I should not be a burden to my children, that I should be active enough, that I must do a bit of yoga as age permits. Way back, for example, 40, 50 years ago, I used to spend about half an hour to 45 minutes doing some yoga, yogic exercises. Twice in a day or so I used to do. But then now I don't have that energy, but I have the enthusiasm. Now, when energy is lacking, activity level may be lacking, but then enthusiasm, sitting at my home, thanks to the Zoom sessions, I think I am as active as I was earlier.
Yes, sir.
So my suggestion is keep yourself active, keep yourself busy, start reading something every day, start writing something every day. And if you don't mind, I would like to give a friendly suggestion to our Vaman Kumar Garu and many other friends. You are in the habit of reading books. Why don't you create a 2-page or a 3-page introductory note about the book you have read and why do you recommend that book to be read by fellow JCs and so on, and see that it is put on a website where everybody, whether he is attending this meeting or missing this meeting, will be able to access it and so on. This is how we can grow, by allowing more people to access our wisdom, instead of trying to say that if you are attending this session, then only you will get the benefit of it. For example, this very program is being offered on YouTube. Now that simply means many others now or later can think of using that. So it is preserved till eternity. For posterity, it is preserved. So what I am trying to tell you is, see that you reach, outreach, you can spread, cast your net wide, and you will be able to make a difference. Greater the level of activity, greater the justification for the God to prolong you on this planet Earth. The moment you become inactive, he will pull the plug out and the fan will stop. There is a beautiful quote, many of you must have heard it. Anayasena maranam bahujanma krutaphalam. That's a point. Bina dainyena jivitam. A life where you are not starving, and a life where you will just leave this world with a smile, is possible because of series of deliberate, conscious attempts in previous births. Whatever we have done earlier, we do not know. But now let us think of giving our best, doing our best, living our best. And then, as Vaman Kumar Garu has said, grow, to glow, to become great. Thanks a lot. If you have any questions, I will
Yes, sir.
take.
Yes, sir. Another two. I have one more question, but before that, my question. Grow to glow to wealth. Wonderful. Manish, carry on, boss. Manish, your question. Manish Bagadia.
Yes, sir. Vishwanadham Garu, Namaskaram Andi.
बोलेंगे नमस्ते भाई बोलो.
Sir, you said that we always focus about the wealth actually, no? And the wealth is what we misinterpret as the money. And then you had spoken about, given indication about inner wealth. So I have noted down some points. Please tell me whether these are correct or not. For me, wealth means that communication with our divine. For me, it is something like our divine resides in our heart, but we don't have any communication with, we are not taught to communicate with the divine. So once we know how to communicate with our divine, our problems become easier. And next thing is love. We should love ourselves and we should love our people. And also I feel, whenever we are not finding success in any field, then it implies that there is lack of love in that particular field. So love is very important. Then next thing is helping others. We should help out other people. Then also my wealth will be when I'm not angry, when I'm not jealous, when I don't think about revenge. These elements are not there in me. And whatever I'm saying now, these practically I have done, sir. And then countering our fears, actually. We have so many fears, so countering them. Then also it is something like 100% my responsibility and 0% others' responsibility. And encouraging people. And then when we say about doing our karma, then it karam actually, then it means that we have to do it without any asakti, without any expectation. So also like giving things to people without any thinking about whether will I get appreciation in return or not. So these are some things, sir.
You very beautifully summed up the essence of my lecture. It is not karma tyaga, it is karma phala tyaga. Attachment to the work with devotion, but detachment from the result thereof is the most important point here. 2. In silence, we become inward. We experience ourselves much better. And when we practice silence continuously, it is said that the inner doors that are otherwise locked get opened up, and then the divine decides to descend into our heart and try to explain great truths, which you are destined, or which you are deserving, or which through you have to be revealed to the rest of the people. That's how it has been explained. I hope I have answered you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And next question by Kamlakar Garu, followed by Srinivas Raju Dachpalli. Please open your video because it's on live on YouTube. Kindly open your video. That will be good. Kamlakar Garu, please carry on your question.
Good morning, sir. How do we know what is the success?
How do we know?
What is the success? People today thinking that success is only acquiring wealth and learning a lot of money and all. But what is exactly a success means to an individual? The second thing is, how do we know what is important for us in our life? For me, what is important in my life? How can I identify the importance of my own life to me? And what is the meaning of success for one's life?
I will try to answer. I hope I could get the spirit which you have asked this question. Success in simple terms is fulfillment. Whenever you desire something, you get it. People say you are successful. Now, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Short term or long term? Good for you or good for others? Or good for everybody? So many questions and cross questions have to be asked in order to understand what constitutes success. For example, in the Second World War, America has unfortunately bombarded Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Did America achieve success or not? Did they successfully stop the Second World War or not? But with what consequence? That's why it is not easy for us to use the word success. But the second question, will you kindly remind me? At my age, I am losing my memory. How do I?
How do we identify? Yes, sir. How do we identify what is important for us in our life?
Now, I will put it this way. Coconut, you know the coconut, isn't it? A lot of waste material has to be removed before you want access to the pulp and then the coconut water. Am I right? Life is a process of continuous experimentation where you will be taught. For example, if you are given a grape or a mango, you can very easily wash it and start eating it without the compelling process of coconut being removed of all the unnecessary things and so on. So what is important to you? How do you know? That's why I said, in silence, seek the answers. Satsangatve nissangatvam nissangatve nirmohatvam nirmohatve nischalatatvam nischalatatve jivan muktihi. If you consider the entire world as transient, that is, nothing permanent, when nothing is permanent, why are you so ambitious to leave a permanent mark on this world? Great emperors, saints, and even avatars have left this world the way they have come, empty-handed. That's what our Vaman Kumar Garu is referring to. You have come with empty-handed. Maybe just for the sake of your old age or something, you may have to do it. Or I'll just put it, I was reading it somewhere, that the unspent bank balance in your account in excess of what you have used in your life shows your wasted time and effort. I don't know whether I communicated it clearly. 2 करोड़ रुपए मेरे अकाउंट में है और जो है मैं निकल के चले गया यहाँ से, मतलब वो 2 करोड़ मैं कमाने के वास्ते कितने साल कितने महीने मैंने कोशिश किया था, वो तमाम जो है आई हैव सैक्रिफाइस्ड इंस्टेड ऑफ एंजॉयिंग लाइफ और इंस्टेड ऑफ पुटिंग इट टू more profitable use, I have used it for earning, which I could not use for myself. न किसी को फायदा हुआ ना मुझे फायदा हुआ. गलत बात है ना? So this is what my answer is, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, wonderful. One more question, sir. Srinivas Dachapalli, I invited you. Please ask your question. Srinivas Dachapalli. Yeah,
sir,
please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Andy.
Sir, summing up what you have said, wealth ante oka manishi యొక్క వ్యక్తిత్వం వెల్త్ లో అన్ని కవర్ అయిపోతాయా? ఎందుకు అనంటే ఇప్పుడున్న జనరేషన్స్ లో నేను చూస్తున్నది ఏంటి అనంటే స్పిరిచువాలిటీ లేదు. ఎవ్రీవన్ ఇస్ రన్నింగ్ బ్యాక్ ఏమంటారు మెటీరియలిస్టిక్ లైఫ్ గురించి వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు తప్ప నాకేం వస్తుంది నేనేం చెయ్యాలి అనేది లేదు. రెండోది సార్, ఇప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంటుంది అని అంటే ఏదైనా తప్పు జరిగినప్పుడు ఏదైనా మాట్లాడదాము అని అంటే అరే నా దగ్గర రాలేదు నేను ఎందుకు మాట్లాడాలి అనే తత్వం పెరిగిపోతుంది. దాంతో మీరు అన్నారు చూడండి 600 years ఆడ్ కలోనియలిజం మనం ఉన్నాము అని అంటే ఆ రోజు కూడా ఎప్పుడైతే మన వాళ్ళు మన గురించి కొట్లాడలేదో ఆ కలోనిజం వచ్చేసింది. ఇప్పుడు కూడా ప్రెసెంట్ సినారియోలో కూడా అదే వర్తిస్తుందా?
Okay, sir.
అనేక విషయాలు, I mean, you have added up many things into one. Why the modern youth are so materialistic is Western influence. Number 2, at every point of time, even in Indian mythological history, demons wanted to enjoy life like Rakshasas, say Ravana, for example. And there were people who did not really accept that as the purpose of life and so on. Sir, it's a question of balance. each one has to find a balance for himself. You cannot think of what suits one individual as perfectly suitable and replicable in the case of other individuals, please. That's why I said when you turn inwards, the solution that you may get may be completely different from a person who is sitting next to you and is turning inwards. Because sometimes we see in films, let us say, that 4 or 5 or 10 people may sit in silence and every day they will be spending number of hours doing penance. Do you think the same realization will come to all of them, sir? With same speed, same quality? It differs, infinitude. So many brilliant billions of variations are likely to be there, it will be unmeasurable. So my suggestion is, that's why, for example, know thyself. Read something which is, I'm not saying it is easy, it's very difficult. Sometimes even a second reading or a third reading, notwithstanding our familiarity with English and other languages will help you. Read, let us say, Ramana, Bhagavan Ramana of Arunachala. Read Vivekananda. Read Satyasai. They have demystified great many things. Even if you can understand and get inspired by 1 or 2 ideas, that will be more than sufficient for us for one life of ours. Earlier, there was a question about karma, karma phala tyaga, janma, punarjanma, and so on. Now, these are all, maybe every one of us know a little bit. But then when it comes to adopting a detached attitude, unfortunately, due to the influences, we are getting more deeply entrenched in the attached attitude of this particular thing. That is preventing us. Sir, I would only put it this way. Barring those people who are struggling to get 2 square meals per day, rest of us are good enough to think of sharing what we have got with others. I'm not asking you to invite the people on the road and say, I have 18 shirts, so please take this shirt, take this pant, take this tie, etc. Not that sort of distribution. The real wealth that God has given to you, as you have rightly said, it is your personality. Personality is the way you act, you behave, you interact with things, with people, with circumstances, and so on. Now, if you can mold one more person in this life of yours, in the balance of years of life left to you, that's why I said, go to your schools where you studied. Tell them, today, whatever you are, today I am a successful businessman, or I am a successful employee, I am a retired employee. I want every one of you to aim high, as Abdul Kalam puts it. Make a difference to yourself, to your family, to your society. That sort of motivation is required. Give them books. Give them our YouTube, as I said, you know, the good things that you have read, or just write 1 page once in a week. Not every day. If you can write, do write. Once in a week, can you not write 1 page? Maybe a half of it is an extract from a book that you have read, and the rest of it is your own comment, your own explanation, or your own reason as to why you think you liked it and you want it to be read by every youth. Just think of it, sir. Or maybe we can have a sort of, if Gampa considers it, think further as to how you can give back to the society collectively. Individually, you can give back. We come from different places, different regions and all that. You plan it that way. But you can think of giving back as one group of people. Say, for example, if our Gampa with 14 lakhs of followers in the YouTube were to refer to one particular meeting, let's say he just puts a note. There was a JC's meeting and Vaman Kumar who spoke, etc. and so on. I'm sure there will be at least 10,000 people who will see it before the end of today. Why not we do it? Why not we pool our resources to see that we reach many more? Sir, there is no limit to the creativity of a human being. We can be very, very creative. It doesn't involve much cost, much time. You see, already we have conducted a session. It is already recorded. It is available on YouTube. Now, how do we reach 20,000 people by tomorrow morning? Gampa can do it.
Yes, yes.
Many others can do it. So a concerted action, a unified approach, a creative approach, where we invoke God and compel him actually to do what is good for this world, notwithstanding the, what shall I say, fast growing darkness and the blackness and the destructive mentality that is taking place in the world around. I hope I have answered your question, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It's wonderful. And friends, what you do now, just now, our group is opened, WhatsApp group. When Jayalakshmi Garu requested our Manoj just now opened. Now let's have a discussion by voice messages or text messages or video messages in the group. Let's I request group to be opened up to 5 p.m. at least. Let's have a discussion because we cannot go on discuss now. Let's have a discussion in our group so that we can come to the conclusion. May not get a conclusion also. So today, wonderful two speakers, Grow to Glow and wealth. Many people thought wealth is what? Yeah, this is real wealth. So I'm the witness with Vishwanadham Garu. Since 1999, I'm associated with Vishwanadham Garu and he's advisor for our organization also, with his great contribution to society. And same 1999, I've been associated with Vaman Kumar. So I am witnessing both the legends today. We have wonderful legend speakers, and really I'm very, very happy for today's attendance. All of you really attended. Maybe not expected. I thought 100 will touch. No, it's not important, but no, people will watch. Already 60 people are watching live and in YouTube. Okay, by evening, I know that how many people watch this wonderful session. And I will cut both these videos, and also again, also with both will be available in our SMA members also, so that it will benefit to everybody. And over to our chairman, Vinay Mehta. Take over, Vinay. Unmute karo.
On behalf of SMA, thank you, Gampa for giving us this great session in the morning. And for further proceeding, I would request our SMA ZONE12 Secretary, Manoj Shakkar, to please propose a vote of thanks.
Before vote of thanks, if anyone would like to talk anything, please give an opportunity for 1 minute.
Yeah, please. Okay.
May I request Dilip Machalra, our Chartered President of Secunderabad, would like to share something, sir? I think we need to unmute. Yes, sir. You have been unmuted, sir. Right. Okay. Ashok ji. Ashok.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I've been a member till 91. Afterwards, I'm not a JC, and it's wonderful to be back with all these wonderful people. I've not seen Mr. Vaman before because I finished in 91. I think he came actively into JCS little later. I wanted to just say one thing about what Vishwam Garu was saying about the system and how you corrupt it by putting a lot of inputs of masalas and foods and all that. I believe that, all of us should eat about 80% to quell the hunger and stop at that. Don't eat 100%, 110%. Just because one dish is excellent, don't overstuff yourself. Always leave a little space, still empty in your stomach, and that will help you in your digestion. And that once digestion is taken care of, I think every other aspect of your physical body is taken care of. Also, when he was referring to the alcohol, even my own motive is this: that I should enjoy my drink. The drink should not enjoy me.
Yes,
I should know when to stop, where to stop, and that's it. And once the drink starts enjoying me, then I make a fool of myself. I think the limitation and limiting yourself is what is needed. And the last thing, Mr. Vaman, excellent hearing you for the first time, as far as I'm concerned. You mentioned something about 70 and doing something different. I'm very happy that yesterday only I've completed an activity which I always dreamt of, but never could do it. And I did it for the last 3 days. And that to take a small, very small, I mean, if you blink your eyes, I think the scenes will go off. But I acted in a movie at the age of 70. And I'm very proud of it. And I'm very happy. It made me very happy. The role is not very great role and all that. It's just a father of the heroine or something. But I enjoyed it. And at the age of 70, I could do it. I'm very happy. That's all. Thank you.
Soon we will watch the movie, sir. Yeah. Dilip, sir.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can hear
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Both. We can hear you. We can see you. Please.
Okay. I think I had a great experience today with the two wonderful speakers. And even at this age, I'm sure, I was able to learn quite a bit. I just wanted to suggest something to every one of you, that I think if you start meditating, as one of the speakers said, it will make a lot of difference for you. Maybe you could join Paramahamsa Yogananda's meditation techniques or Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Yogananda techniques. I think it will really help you a lot in your life. I have really, I've been following Paramahamsa Yogananda for a long time. And by meditating, you can definitely get intuition. Sometimes you can even save your lives. I have personally experienced that, and it will make a lot of difference to our lives. I just wanted to say that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Jaya Garu. Madam Jaya.
Yeah, amazing. Gampa, Vinay, and Manoj. It was a beautiful, again, get back to, such wonderful trainers. Vishwam Garu. Hats off, Andy. Your flow was so nice, so soothing. It made me think a lot of things. How can I contribute to others is something very, very important. And I'm sure I'll work within from myself, try to contribute. Wonderful session, sir. Wonderful. Actually, my God, such a wisdom you've got, actually. And it's actually made me work for myself, actually. And obviously, when I work, I think I can give the best to the society. Secondly, Vaman sir, as usual, he's just a rock star on the floor. A very quick, wonderful session it was. Thank you for making the floor open, Gampa and others admins of SMA.
It is by
chairman. We'll have a lovely session. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Manish,
you.
Last with crisp, sweet. Manish.
Yes, sir. Thank you for allowing me to. I just want to put this message across. Senior Members Association, it has started with a bang after the installation. Thank you so much for giving us these twin programs. They were, I really relished them. It was super. Thank you so much. And one last thing, I want to pass on to Vaman Saab. He asked, why do I not commit suicide? The Germans were asked actually. For me, the answer is that I love myself so much that I don't want to commit suicide. And the second thing is I want to meet someone there. I have not met her. So I want to meet her. So until I meet her, I'm not going to die. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Manish. Bharadwaj.
Thank you so much, ZONE12 SMA.
We had a
wonderful start. In fact, the star openers, both Vamanji and Vishwanadham sir, so happy to listen to you. It's an enlightening and recharging session for all of us. In the first year itself, it's like getting blessed by twins for a new couple like this. After the launching of SMA of ZONE12, we got this wonderful opening session. It's so rocking, and I wish we can get such more blasting sessions in the coming days. Thank you so much once again.
Wonderful. Actually, now I am handing over to
Now
I hand over to Vinay sir. Please take care.
Thank you, Gampa, for the excellent session. I now request SMA Secretary Manoj Thakkar to please propose a vote of thanks. Over to you, Manoj.
Manoj is not there. Manoj is not in the meeting. I would like to listen to Kamal sir. Kamal Kumar.
He's there. Manoj is there, Gampa bhai.
Manoj is there. Wow. हम कमल साहब को सुने नहीं आज.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, your 2 words of encouragement to ZONE12.
Okay. I think it was a first opening session for our zone, and nothing better can start with Gampa sir taking the lead to do that. And with your name, so many people will be there on Facebook and live on YouTube also, I think. Very important was the session by Vamanji. 2 things I liked. Thing he said that please don't go to graveyard with your music still on. I think complete that's made the difference. And there's no age of retirement. And Vishwamji, a wonderful session, sir. Heard a lot about you. I am part of Hyderabad zone, but I stay in Raichur. So it was nice hearing you. I think, Gampa sir, if you allow me one question for me, my personal question. Can I? Okay. Sir, I just want to tell you that every day we have a lot of challenges. In spite of being we trainer, in spite of we guiding so many people, in spite of we being very positive in life. But every day, I think some other challenges are there. And business friend, family friend, profession friends are with friends also. How just we need to go about that, sir?
My suggestion is start your day with prayer.
Come back again, sir.
Start your day with prayer.
Okay.
Start your day with a smile on your face and heart.
Okay.
3, whatever you are doing, offer it as an offering to God the Almighty.
Okay.
I think these 3 things will take care of almost all the issues that you have mentioned as a problematic situation.
Okay.
Start with a prayer.
Fine.
Start with a smile where purity is there. And then the 3rd thing is offer it as an offering to God. Work is worship.
Yes, definitely, sir.
Now it is his responsibility. अगर मैं फेल होना है तो उनका मर्जी, जीतना है तो उनका मर्जी.
Yes.
उनके खिलाफ तो मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकूंगा ना.
Yes.
This is how I would answer your question, sir.
Thank you, sir. We at least JCs never say problem in life, sir. We say only challenges in life.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kamal bhai.
Thank you.
We have our zone president from ZONE12, JC Ramesh Dadigala. So I would like him to say a few words for this SMA program, and this will be the first program he is attending as a zone president. Over to you, zone president, sir.
Thank you, sir. Respected chairman, SMA chairman, Vinay Mehta, sir, and today's trainers, Vaman sir, Vishwanadham sir, and Kamal sir, our moderator, Gampa sir, and Manu sir, all SMA members. First of all, really wonderful sessions by PNP, Vaman sir, and Vishwanadham sir. I have been listening from so many years, but again, it is a wonderful session. It is like creating a lot of impact to us, and it is a very boost to us. So congratulations and all the best to all SMA members for your Kickstart program. Is a good initiative, and start with the wonderful sessions, wonderful training. And I request to each and every SMA member to please join your children to our JCs in this year, because we are planning is a very biggest way. So request each and every SMA member to please insist or guide your children to join in our JCs. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Zone President, for your crisp and short message. Definitely, we will promote, and we are always part of JCI. That is in our blood, because we say that once a JC is always a JC. So definitely, whosoever has become a JC or crossed that age also, definitely whatever experience they have gained, definitely they will like the next generation also to have that experience. So definitely that promotion will always be there in our mind, ZP sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Over to you, Manoj Thakkar, for the vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman sir. I can say just 2 minutes to go. Good morning to everyone. And Vamanji, it was a great pleasure to have you. It's an absolute delight when you are present in Zone 12. Thank you for making time, though you have come with Gampa sir's one call, but we have loved your presence here today. Thank you so much. And thanks to Professor Vishwanadham ji. It was like a huge treasure. I think we should have a separate session with you with a lot of treasure you have to share to all of us. And we would like to hear more in coming days. Thank you, Gampa sir. It was a pleasure working with you so closely one-to-one. And I can see how fast you work. You act so fast and you make us also run faster. So it's a great learning experience with you to run fast. Thank you, Kamal Bhai. Thank you, ZP, and all the board members and other chairperson from the other zone and the members of SMA. I am sure such more sessions will be definitely hosted, planned. This was the first one, so it has come through virtual depending on the situation. But we are planning to also come up with offline sessions as well. Thank you, each and everyone. Thank you, Gampa sir, for arranging the Zoom platform. Thank you, everyone. If I missed anyone, I'd like to thank again. Thank you. Over to Chairman.
Yeah. Thank you, Secretary Manoj, for the wonderful vote of thanks. I now adjourn this first training session of SMA Zone 12. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Hope you had a great learning. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Now official meeting is over. Anybody want to talk anything, please talk.
Yeah, good.
Otherwise, I will close. I will end the meeting.
Sir, congratulations to all of them and salute you, Gampa bhai.
Wonderful, Kamalji. Yeah, we'll do more programs. Yeah. I think
just for information, I just want to share with you. One is from next week onwards, we are going to have the training by iconic trainers, and which will be coordinated